There is a uniquely modern sensation that many of us experience but struggle to name. It's the feeling of walking through an endless corporate corridor, realizing you are sleepwalking through a mechanical world designed to distract and manage you. For the early Orthodox Christian Church, the antidote to the suffering of this world was a concept called Pistis, or faith. This doctrine required believers to accept the burden of original sin and place their hope in an external savior and an established church. Operating in the shadows of antiquity, however, was an extensive network of spiritual seekers who completely rejected this demand for blind obedience. The Orthodox Church hunted these groups and burned their texts because their philosophy posed a lethal threat to institutional power. In these banned scrolls, seekers argued that traditional religious faith functioned as a psychological trap. These heretics claimed that ultimate truth required a dangerous shift in how a human perceives reality. This diagram illustrates their radical worldview. In this system, the physical universe is a flawed prison. The divine, represented here as a radiant sphere, is enclosed and trapped by heavy mechanical rings, managed by malevolent forces. Because the material universe is a cosmic cage, placing faith in its architect is a futile exercise. In this framework, praying to the creator of the physical world is the equivalent of appealing to a prison warden. To escape, a person needed Gnosis, a Greek word for knowledge. This knowledge arrives as a sudden, experiential inward awakening. It bypasses academic study and the mediation of priests. Gnosis provides the direct realization of the cosmic illusion. It is the specific insight required to break the lock on the material prison. To understand the nature of this awakening, we have to look at the Gnostic origin story. Before the physical universe, there was only the pleroma, an immaterial divine fullness consisting of glowing, morphing liquid light. Residing within this light was a being of divine wisdom, Sophia. When she attempted to create independently, without her divine counterpart, she triggered a catastrophic cosmic accident. This accident birthed a monstrous, blind entity known as the Demiurge. The Demiurge, believing he is the only god, constructs the physical universe and its planetary rulers to keep humanity enslaved within time and matter. In this mythos, the laws of physics are the bureaucratic bars of a cosmic cage. Gravity and time are designed to keep humanity ignorant of its true origins. But the Demiurge made a critical error. During the creation of humanity, a piece of the original, non-physical light was accidentally breathed into the human form. This diagram shows that divine light. At the core of the human silhouette sits the pneuma, or the divine spark, surrounded by the suffocating layers of physical matter. Gnosis occurs when the human mind recognizes this trapped pneuma, the moment the spark remembers its origin. The Gnostic Christ, or Logos, functions as an alien awakener. His purpose is to remind the trapped spark of its home, providing a different path than the orthodox requirement of sacrifice for sin. Spiritual salvation behaves like a jailbreak from within. It is triggered by the realization that your own interiority contains a piece of the divine. While the mythology is cosmic, its application is psychological. It is a guide for the individual mind seeking freedom. The Nag-Hammadi texts detail the methods for this awakening. They instruct the seeker to cultivate extreme silence and look inward through deep meditation. The texts label the baseline human condition as the hylic, or fleshly state. Seekers must shed material desires because the cosmic rulers use physical appetites to distract human consciousness. But this deep inner inquiry reveals the radical secret of Gnosis. The ultimate God resides within your own consciousness. The Gnostic Gospel of Thomas teaches that whoever drinks from this hidden knowledge becomes equal to the master who offered it. Gnosis remains an active rebellion against the material illusion. To know the truths of the universe, you only have to look inside yourself.